Yeah, guys, you know, I can come in and share the live. Yeah, so now we want you guys to share the live. We're going to go live this evening. And just share the live. Just share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Hey guys, good evening. Please share the live. Alright.
My internet is moving so shaky. Keep on a jump
Hello
off.
guys, please to share the live to all the persons in your contact. Thank you very much.
Please to share out the live. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Let me see. First of all, I'm Chardonnay Sweets, and that's Mishibu. This is our new page. Well, it's a charity page. Hope Movement. Thank you guys. Those who already are not following, I would love if you guys would follow us, please. We will follow back. We're trying to do something here to make a difference. Whereas like disabled people are concerned, elderly, and this is directly to people in Jamaica. Not saying that we would not assist people overseas, but I think we're based in Jamaica mostly due to the fact that you understand, like even before the pandemic, but even now with the pandemic, I know most of you guys could see how bad it is, whereas the government do not do anything for them out there, and most of them been out of work over a year and stuff, and it's a lot. So we come tonight to just share a little bit with you guys. Mish.
Yeah guys, good night. As Chardonnay have already stated, my name is Michelle Gardens, Michelle G, aka Mishibo. I mean, this is the different side of Mishibu. This is the serious side of Mishibu. And first and foremost, we would be more than happy if you guys could share the live to everybody in your IG contact. We're not on the mix up side tonight. We're on a positive side tonight. And you know, a lot of persons don't like positive stuff, but I'm gonna be here waiting for until 8:30, and I'm asking you guys just to share the live, and I'm waiting to see all the persons who like positive energy tonight, who are going to remain on the live,
That's true.
going to share the live tonight. So I'm waiting for you guys just to share the live to each and everyone in your contact, and let's see who is going to join. What were you saying, Chardonnay?
And I'm like, that is true. Most of the time you guys see us over here Hey, Carice, boss lady, what's up, lady? On most of the time, you guys see us over here. I know we're always on our little gimmicks with joke and we're going with ourselves, but tonight we're not doing that part. It's a positive thing because we have a guest that we'd like to introduce to you guys. We are just trying to show you that there's a lot of people out there that need help, and we're going to take the first step to try and help. Well, not to try, to help somebody. We already started. It's going good. We want to share it to you guys and to see who else out there would like to join us along this journey to assist, like mostly people with disabilities. Obviously, they said Jamaica is a third world country, but being that Jamaica is a third world country, Jamaica is way more advanced and evolved compared to a lot of other small islands. And it hurts sometimes to see that, like, when it comes on to all types of disability, whether it's um artistic and stuff like that, we don't highlight it. And it's like Jamaican just use one word to label them and just call them, what's that word again, Michi? Because me
Handi-
kind of,
handicap,
everybody
handicap, or
cap
retarded.
are retarded. And that is not nice. That is not nice. Not because you do not know what a person has, or a person might look different or act different. That does not give you the right to label a person, because half of the time it's not their fault. They either was by birth, or some of them it just happened to them. So, like, I want us all to pay attention and, like, to be considerate. You wouldn't want nobody call you handicapped if you're not handicapped, regardless of what your status might be. So we need to always think about people's feelings, because sometimes when we behave like that and we don't know how strong that person is, we cause that person to do harm to themselves. Sometimes, or even that person become depressed and do not know how to express themselves, or even ask for help if they're unable to help themselves, because we're already pushing them back and stuff like that. So let's see, the live is not moving up much. I bet if it was over here joking and doing our little self, we always
Please
going with a bit
go
far
out to
already.
share the. It's a new page, and I've shared the live to all the persons that I see following
Mm-hmm.
um the
Guys,
page,
thanks
and
for the
we are we're actually here waiting to see what's who are going to really join with us tonight, as Chardonnay have already stated. um I'm going to add to it a little bit. In Jamaica, what I've noticed over the years growing up as a kid, I have noticed that a number of parents, when they
good
have a
night.
when they have a child that is disabled, they would just lock that child in the house and not take that child outside to see people, not send that child to school. That child will
True.
not get a chance to go even learn a trade. And then I have also noticed that there are a lot of disabled persons who stay in their homes, who actually have a lot of talents in that they have that disabled people who pull down car, who does good painting. And let me make this clear. When I say disabled here, I mean people who is suffering from disabled mentally and physically here. So that's what I'm talking about. So you have a lot of persons who are indeed disabled, and they have a lot of talent in painting. They can maybe do engineer, but maybe mentally they can't write it down, but they can do it physically. And then on the other side, you have a lot of disabled persons who cannot do it physically, but they can do it mentally. So that's the whole point of the matter that I'm talking about tonight. And I'm here as many of you guys have seen me, and maybe you all don't know that I am disabled, but yes, I am a disabled person. And that's why I'm always on the get-go, and I always try to make persons smile. So tonight I'm going to tell you a little about myself and the type of disability that I have and so forth. But I need for you guys to actually share the live. So that's why I said I'm waiting for the live to go up. Call a friend, text them and say, come here, this is interested. When you send the people in the request, you can always say, come, it's interested, you need to come over here. So you all just click on your button right now and share the live to somebody that you would want to see over here, somebody who you think that this literally they need to hear this. They need to be a part of this. Because as I said before, this is not about mix up tonight. This is all about positive energy here. And let's work it out. As many of you maybe are Jamaicans, maybe a few of you guys are from a different country, a different nature, a different culture, you know what I mean? But I guess that you all are understanding what I'm saying. So just share the live.
And even with that being said, where Mishibu is concerned, she wasn't born with a disability. She acquired it. And most people acquire it as well. A lot of people weren't born with it. So look at it, and we see Mishi every day. We talk to Mishi every day. And I can't look at Mishi and know that she has a disability. I didn't know that until she shared that with us. So some of us we have that, we have it, and we don't say things because sometimes we're afraid to come out. We're afraid to come out and tell people because of the backlash, or we feel like you might look at us different, or so we'll keep that in. But who knows? Mishi will sharing her story tonight might touch somebody else to come out and stuff like that, because funny thing how Mishi came out and tell us somebody else's story inspire her to share hers. So let's hope, we're hoping that we could do the same for somebody else out there.
So guys, I'm asking you again to share the live. Tell somebody that is following you. Tell somebody that you're following that's an interested topic over here tonight. And it's now 8:30. As I said before, I wanted to start talking about how I acquired my disability. And I mean, I'm going to move along because time is very important. Um, so, oh, my big brother is over here too. Okay, so good night again for all the persons that are just joining. And I'm gonna start by saying God has been so good to me. I can't complain. You know what I mean? So from I was about 30 years old, I was always inspired to help persons with disability because I became disabled at age 17, and ever since that day, um, I am disabled, and my disability is paraplegic. Um, so I have a brachial plexus injury to my right arm, and I don't use my right arm. It's going to be surprising to most of you guys here who don't know me, but yes, I don't use my right arm at all. So most times when you all see me on the live and I be laughing and whatever, I don't use my right arm. But I'm still happy in spite of everything. So the story is I was supposed to represent Jamaica in track and field at Miami Classics in the year of 2006. And I was supposed to renew my passport. And my father was taking me to renew my passport when we had an accident. I was in coma for 30 days. And when I wake up out of the coma on the 30th day, ever since that day, I'm never able to use my arm again. And I was a great athlete. I am not sure if Shelley and Fraser Price would remember me after so long, but she was one of my competitors when I was at running at girls and boys championship, and I was faster than Shelley and Fraser Price when I was running at girls and boys championship in Kingston. So it's like my dream has ended at age 17 when I had the accident, because I always wanted to be a professional athlete, and it never worked out well for me. So with some great thinking in my life, I was always on a low basis that I always cry, especially when it's always time for world championship, Carifta Games, World Juniors, when I'm watching pen relays, you name it, Carifta Games, you name it. I'm always out of it. I'm always depressed, you know. I'm always just out of it until, I met my partner. He was one of my greatest inspiration, you know, tell me that I need to, try and get over this because I still have life and I'm doing greater than even some females who doesn't have a disability. He always rubbed that in my face, so, I try to get up and move on. So, now, as I said before, I got inspired at age 30 because I've seen where a lot of disabled persons have been looked down on in society. I mean, like not getting the chance to do certain type of jobs, especially in Jamaica. Let me say in Jamaica, and they maybe sometimes people maybe talk down on them, which sometimes lower their self-esteem, so to speak, and I am always, because I think that I'm a bit fortunate than some of these disabled persons out there. Yes, I always say that I think that I want to help disabled persons in Jamaica to be a better person, to put a smile on their face, and just in any possible way that I can. That's just an inspiration from about 2 years ago. And this young man, his name is Darren Skyers, right, Chardonnay? Darren
Yes.
Skyers, yes. So um, the other night I ran into him and I said, you know what? This guy inspired me to go forward. And I am definitely with persons with disability. And so this is not about only about financial support. It's about getting medical attention for persons that maybe can get out of the state that they're the type of disability that they have. They can maybe do a surgery in order to maybe walk again. They can do a surgery in order maybe to see again or to talk again, or maybe even to hear again. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what this program Hope Movement is all about. We have hope that things can happen again. So basically that's what inspired me really. And then there was Chardonnay. She and along with some of our other team members, she was there right on target to say yes, it's a good idea to go ahead and do whatever. So that's why we decided that we were going to go. We have many other persons behind this. If Chardonnay wish to say their names at
Yeah.
this time, Chardonnay, if you
Well,
wish to say
maybe
names.
you. We have like DJ Glamour Pen. I'm not sure if he joined the live as yet. We have Paris. Everybody knows Paris. Who knows us know Paris. And then we have outside people that are not even a part of our group. We have like Nadia. We have Natasha. Who am I leaving out? We have Stacy. She's on here. Um, we have a few other people behind us that is pushing us. Forgive me if I'm not calling all the names. Listen, I'm kind of out of it. I've had a splitting headache all day. But don't worry. When we do another live and stuff, you'll see faces. They'll introduce themselves. This is actually our first live. So we're just pushing it off. They'll come over. They'll talk. They'll introduce themselves. And when we do our Zoom, if you guys join the Zoom as well, we're going to tell you a little bit about that. Later on, you guys will see faces. Don't worry. I can't call all names, but we have a good team going. We have different team, different personnels doing different thing. We have JUSC. The names them not gonna come back little by little, but as we go along, you'll see people and you'll meet people. Um, like Mishi was saying with Darren, I always call him name wrong, So himself I call him Shady. So I'm gonna go with Shady. Shady. It's a young man that I met. He was introduced to us by one of our team members. And honestly, he came on my Zoom. I do a Saturday night Zoom. We talk about anything from kids to really, it doesn't matter what it is. We just touch base on certain topics and he was introduced. When he came on that night and he spoke to all of us, honestly, he inspired everybody. Whether you have the disability or not, it had to have touched you if you have a heart. If you don't have a heart, then that's the only way I would think it won't touch you. Because Mishi was getting ready to go to a party and she always jumping on the Zoom regardless while getting dressed. And as soon as Mishi everything, my girl didn't even bother gonna wear. She sat all night with us and we just stayed. I think we got off that Zoom after 4 in the morning. Like my Zoom normally goes till 11, and then maybe an hour after that we just chit chat. But that Zoom went till like 4:20 in the morning, because talking to him, this young man, it really like all of us had the idea. It was so funny. We all were thinking of doing something, but until somebody had to brought it forward, then all of us said perfect, because we all had the same mindset. We wanted to help people, but I guess great minds think alike. But then, like we're trying to say here, if you don't come out and speak your truth or speak something, maybe there's another person that wants to do it, know how, or they don't have the courage. So that's what happened for us that night. All of us wanted to do the same thing, like this charity thing, or I don't even know, I don't want to call it charity. Like Mishi said, it's hope, giving hope to somebody, and at the same time it gives us hope, because we're not doing it to get any spotlight. We're not doing it because to say, oh, we're doing it. It makes me feel good. I'm in the medical field, and so is Mishi. I love helping people and giving back. That is my career. That is what I do. So it's just me. That is me. And my little can help somebody. I don't have it. I have my own family, but you may never know. A little helps along the way. And sometimes people just need to see somebody else doing something to happen board. So who knows what our movement is gonna take us to. That's one of the reasons when we was choosing names, we were very careful with names. And when Mishi proposed Hope, everybody was just, we all just like, we didn't even second yes, because everybody who over here that has a positive mind, hope can mean so many things. Like it can be anything. Even little kids have hope. Like, so when you think about hope, it's like this big umbrella for so much thing underneath it. And then comes movement. Everybody knows what movement is. Your movement is always going forward. Movement is always going, like it's not stopping. So this is why the name is there. And I hope when we bring Darren on, we're gonna ask him a few questions, let him introduce himself to you guys. The stuff that we're gonna ask him, it's not stuff that we've never asked him or discussed stuff with him. So you guys might hear stuff for the first time that we haven't heard. We just hear the basic of like what's wrong, like his what he has and stuff. We didn't go in depth. We wanted to do it over here on this platform for everybody to share along as ourselves and learn off him. Mishi, go baby.
Okay. So Darren, I'm going to add you on the live. Are you here?
I think I just saw him.
And guys, please to share the live.
That phone hall, somebody has to start somewhere. Is every little count. You find him, Mishi?
I think so. He's supposed to be coming on right now.
Okay. My internet kind of shaky, so try to keep still. Still loading.
Darren.
Good night.
Good night. Darren,
Good night.
good night. Your background is dark. And he's
I'm
still
on
low.
the veranda. It's not gonna get any brighter.
Because they can't see you now, because we're not even seeing you.
Hold on, yeah. Can't see me now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you? And guys, make this clear to you all. Um,
Ashley.
I'm going to make this clear to you all because I don't want you all to bash this young man. Yes,
Yes.
last he was on live, chat and laugh. We all know that. We were the first person who told him we're gonna get him over on chat and laugh. I don't want nobody to come over here and say no, but no, him did up on chat and laugh last night. Fine, we all know that already. So
Exactly.
not for anybody over here who was on chat and laugh last night. And if it is that anybody you see coming in the comment, I don't want to bring it. We're gonna ask here for whatever
Yeah.
Okay, Darren, good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Charlene. Good night, Michelle.
Right.
And for today,
Huh?
Good night. You guys will take
What?
go. Been bedtime.
What you said, Missy?
I said good night and how are you doing today? Guys, can you live enter please?
I'm not doing bad. Just look on mine up here, but I'm good.
Okay. So for because you are the first project that we have to our home movement, I am going to be asking you to tell us a little about yourself. And if so be it, Chardonnay is going to be there after two questions. Two. So we're gonna ask you now to go ahead and tell us a little about yourself. And if so be it, how you think based on what we have said already, it will be a great benefit. So you can go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, first and foremost, I'm Darren. As you guys know, a stickler from the age of 6, right? Being an active person throughout high school, I was sick and leaving high school, I never fully get what I went for, all because of my illness. But I moved forward and go to evening class. I am a certified food and beverage student, mixologist, and food preparation. After that, I was home for a couple period of time. Leaving home, go to Westmoreland. At Westmoreland as a security guard. Been there, end up got sick. After come back home, 2 years after, my hip bone started to rub in. And everything started to went wrong.
So Darren,
Are you there?
are you there?
Huh?
So,
Everything started to went wrong. Up until I was I was the one who wanted to make things right, but eventually it don't because of my sickness. But being introduced to the social media platform and especially introduced to more than one platform, it's been a great feeling for me to move forward to achieve what I really wanted. in order to do that, I have to stick to who look out for me the most, which is you guys and Lava and the Alice Sky platform. So I know I'm gonna work towards that. I'm gonna make all necessary sacrifice to make it work. Cause I know I have to stay like this the rest of my life.
Darren,
What I think about
Michelle, am I frozen?
the whole move,
No, we're hearing you.
Okay. Not sure if he's hearing me.
what
Darren, are you
go
hearing
ahead,
Chardonnay?
Chardonnay, what do you say?
Okay.
Are you hearing Chardonnay?
I think he is because my on my end. But Darren, were you born with
I can say yes because I was being sick every second until a specific doctor find out that is sickness that I have. So they actually find out at 6 years old.
so you was age 6 when they found out that you had the sickle cell trait?
The full blown sickle cell SS.
Okay, so from then all right, so they found out when you were 6. Have you ever done any surgery or anything since being diagnosed?
Never, never.
Okay, so
This
go ahead, sorry.
this would be the first.
Okay, so currently at this time, what surgeries are they proposing that you need to be done, and what's going on with you?
Well, the bone specialist proposed the bone specialist proposed a hip replacement, which everyone I talked to about it said it's risky, right? It's a 50-50 chance. Even my mom worried, but for me, I'm willing to take that chance because going to physiotherapy, right? And the therapist, the only thing can make me walk, stand straight and walk again is the surgery because my spinal cord is also twisted. So in order for me to walk, it's gonna take a very technical person who exactly know what they are doing. I never said it before. I went to you one year and the doctor said bone specialist did tell me $1.5 million to do the surgery. I don't know if it raised because that was like 3 years ago. And when I go back, them tell me so I can get it done for $300,000. What do you think of that? Because knowing they are the one who telling me that now live facing the 18 and the 25, and now they want to do a surgery on me for 300,000. Them offer me, which me not give them that chance out here.
So Darren, is it that I know you had mentioned to me that with your spinal cord being twisted and you're having trouble with your hips, is it two different surgery, one on your hip that needs to be done as well as the spinal cord surgery?
Well, they didn't actually tell me that, right? But what the physiotherapist told me, she said, is the spinal cord that needs to be straight for me to stand upright and walk again.
You
So that is one problem. So if so that is one problem. If I stand up and
I
walk
just
again,
said stop.
there have to be.
Okay.
I don't hear a shot in it.
No, sorry, I wasn't talking.
So obviously, is more than one problem there. That's why I told you guys that I'd rather get all my stuff together and go overseas, which is America, to get better medical treatment. Because being there, I'm gonna find doctors who do specify in spinal surgery and also bone surgery. So trust me, it's better for me that way than to give them the chance out there.
So right now your aim is you are looking to get your surgery done here in the States. So have you guys, the doctor that is working with you out there, have they contacted or reached out to any team of um spinal surgeon here or anything? Has anything started where that is
No,
concerned, or that's what you're aiming for now?
they have not.
Okay, so that's the process that you want to start.
Yeah.
In the meantime, on a daily basis, what is like your daily life like? Do you take shots, meds? How do you go about getting your medication? How does that work? Do you have to take daily meds? Give us a little brief, like on a daily.
I don't take I take the pills daily. Daily. If I don't take it, my feet they are going to be stiff. It's going to be difficult for me for them to move. So I take medication daily.
If you don't
When
mind me,
I
you said
can,
pills. Can you provide me with a name as to the type of medication that you take daily?
can you repeat me? Because you've been itchy right
I
now.
am asking you if you could provide me with the name of the medication that you take on a daily basis. Is it an over-counter drug or is it a prescription drug?
Yeah, this is from the pharmacy.
Is it prescribed by a doctor or you can just go to the pharmacy and get it without a prescription?
No, I have to carry the prescription.
Understandable. Okay, you can continue.
How do you manage with getting your medication? Is it one pill that you have to take, or is it two? How much medication is it daily?
Well, I take 2 pills 3 times a day. Pain medication, um, pills for the blood, which is folic acid,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, that's an iron.
that is that is 3. And I take painkiller differently for the joints pain. So I take painkiller for the hip pain difference from my joints pain.
Okay, you had mentioned earlier
So
that you used to work, but now you're not working. So while at home, who is it that supports you, or who is there to help you? Because I remember you said to me that you do have your mom, I think, is it your mom, your dad, and your brother? But I guess it's your little brother
yeah,
alone who is working. Is that correct?
yes, my mom and dad is farmers.
Okay. So who buys your medication?
Huh?
Who pays for the
Repeat?
medication?
When I get the support of the net.
Oh, so therefore it's not from you. You and your family is unable to buy it yourself.
As
Oh,
I told you guys before, as I told you guys before, my little brother take care of the house, pay the bill, buy the food inside here. And when my mom and dad sell anything off of the farm, they will sacrifice some of the time and help me towards that medication.
okay.
So, um, otherwise from that, the platforms were the one.
So, would you mind sharing with us, like, for your meds that you take daily, what are the costs on them?
Huh?
What is the cost of like the meds that you have to take daily?
It is 10,000 monthly.
Oh, so guys, you see, this is one of the reasons why we're pushing to get help for like persons like Shady, because if the fact that his younger brother is the one that's taking care of the whole soul, and with him not having, he's not able to work, and his mom and dad, they provide food, and like he's trying to share with you guys, everybody know farming in Jamaica, enough people do farming out there, and if you don't have like the right what would you say, buyers or vendors to, sorry, sell your crops to, you know how that go, and them now go, and people in the community, sorry, might not support as much, so it's kind of hard. And if he's looking at, that is why last night, like Mishi mentioned, yes, he was on Lava Live, but he's not going on these social media platforms trying to gain money. Whatever he gains, like he said, from these, from us or wherever, goes towards like his daily meds, or to get him monthly meds or whatever it is. $10,000 is a lot in Jamaica. I am not quite sure on the exact amount, but I think people are out there working even 6 grand a month or something like that. I don't know how you can survive on that, but obviously you could tell that it's expensive. And these are meds that he can't do without. As he expressed before, if he doesn't take them, his legs are stiff. When they become stiff, he's unable to use them. He can't walk. So we're here trying to help Shady to get back to like his,
Let me make this clear, Chardonnay,
yeah.
because I don't want this to be of any backlash right here. Winfred say last year we and I am Scar Hollywood classmate used to gather funds on her life to send Darren money and get his meds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make this clear to you that he have already stated that to us. So
He
if you
did.
just never mentioned it a while ago, he mentioned this. We knew about this already. He never left that person out. I am familiar with the name Sky. So I don't want you all to think that he never mentioned, because I know you have persons out there who are indeed negative, and they on another level would say, I see him on this live saying this and he never mentioned this. So just to make it clear, yes, he had already stated that he had gotten help from this
He,
person. I am Sky Hollywood.
yeah.
Continue.
So Darren, um,
No, I know it's not backlashing, but I'm not talking for Winifred. I realize what she had stated, but I'm just saying on a wider aspect, I don't want people to be on the live, you have people that would be screen recording and stuff like that. I don't want them to get the wrong impression as if he never said anything. It's not necessarily Winifred I'm talking. I'm just saying, based on the whole thing, the point, I'm just making it clear that he had already stated whatever. Continue, Chardonnay.
so Darren, moving, that the fact that we're here, we're gonna, and hopefully with the grace of God, moving forward, there's not gonna be a month that you'll be out of meds. We're gonna make sure of that moving forward while taking the meds and doing all of this. And if we are trying to, we're going to assist you and speak with the doctors or whatever we have to do to see which way best to get you, whether it's in the States. Somebody mentioned that England would be better to do the surgery. I am not much, I do understand the British medical system and stuff, but I'm not sure how it works to get a person to England, as it would be easier for me in the state to kind of get you here. I don't know about England per se, but we're gonna research and we're gonna take everything into consideration and see where it's best and where can we get you to figure out how we could get you to do your surgery and stuff. But in the meantime, what do you hope to aspire from this? What are your goals, Darren? What do you want to do? Say the surgery turned out good and everything. What do you want to do? What do you hope to do? What, just tell me, fill us in a little.
I want to use, I want to do, I specialize in the food preparation and mixology field. So I would run my own business there, right? to do pastry.
Okay.
I can make cake. I can make cake. I can make all those things that you can think of. I can do it because I'm certified to do it.
Okay. So you finished now. Darren, is there anything else that you want to say?
Now, Mitchie, me I full of water. No, see.
Their
I
tears are good. Tears are. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Winifred, she made a point here. She said she was just reassuring because you have people there. I said before that would go around and speculating and fabricating. So she was just trying to make a clear point on here. So that's why she had actually made the statement that she had made.
And I want to say hi to Winifred, Sammy Bami, and Naz. You see the lady named Sickle Stories?
Mm-hmm.
She's a friend also.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I
She have sickle cell. I she's in England.
okay. Um, so guys, as I said before, he's the first person um
I am
he would
Mrs.
be the
Mayor.
first person as we start our project here. And Sharda and myself, and I wish to have our other person. She's in the medical field. She's studying to be a medical a surgeon,
and
right?
yeah.
A
Hmm.
surgeon. So we're working greatly. Chardonnay, myself, and her name is Paris on here, but her name is Nika, sorry. We're working on here in order to find like a specialist who would be willing to take up Darren case in order to help him because that's what we're working on. So from now on, we're always going to give you feedback. Um, Whenever we get like a specialist who is willing to help Darren, meaning we're going to try to see if we can fly him from Jamaica to get him in the States, which all of us are located. I am
Oh,
working in the
right.
medical field. As I said before, Paris, she's a president of the she's
Brian,
president of
Brian
I'm
University.
going to have her on here to come over here and introduce herself. She does a lot of research, and we're trying to find a doctor or
Hey,
doctors who
Biz.
would be that
What's up?
because that's actually our mission on here. And for any of you guys on here who knows anybody with disability,
Well,
um, we'll be
Winifred
more than happy to assist them. So you can always contact Chardonnay and myself. You can send us a DM message,
Mishi,
and we'll respond to you as soon as possible.
Mish,
Yes, I'm
is
hearing
it
you. Go
she's
ahead.
breaking up? Mish.
I'm hearing you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Winifred, where we're located. I am located in Rhode Island. Mishi is in New York.
Yes.
Biggs is on here. I don't know if Biggs wanna join in and come and introduce herself because
Yeah,
she's
she's
actually the
here.
one that introduced the direct. Thank God
Mm-hmm.
for her.
She just typed it just now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's at work and just tuning in.
So oh my God, it's not working. Um, I don't know if somebody on here could actually get to Darren for me. Not Darren to Paris for me because I would like her
No,
just to
can't join.
introduce her. Say that
She
again.
cannot join. She's doing her schoolwork. Biggs is here. Jumping at Biggs.
Okay.
Paris doing
Me a
schoolwork.
little boy. What did I never get that statement correctly from you. What's this? This is Simone Hall 339. I don't understand. I said me a little boy. I really don't understand what you said. Biggs, I'm going to add you shortly. So if you're willing to take a call from us, let me know. Okay, so if you Thank you, Dennis Hewitt. Thank you, guys. So yes, was a bit not say please send up your prize for Darren, which we know is nothing is possible without God in the midst of it. So yes, prayers always. So thank you, Darren, for
I know that Naz from
sharing
she
your
was a little girl.
story with us, Darren. And guys, yes, we're gonna indeed
Thank you.
be putting this on our YouTube channel. Sooner or later, Chardonnay, you should be putting that information on the page.
Yeah.
So you know, it can
That,
always be reviewed if so be the case for if you guys wish to. Good evening, Stacy.
this is
So
another.
this is one of our team members. She was the one who actually introduced us to this Darren here, Darren Skyers. So Stacy, I would want you to go ahead and tell us introduce yourself and tell us a little about what you know about Darren and whatever things you think everybody else on the live would like to know.
Well, my name is Bibi. They call me Bibi, but my pet name is Stacy also. How I met Darren, um, it was like early last year, I think. He reached out to me, but I'm the type of person I don't reply to messages that to people who I don't know. So one day I was scrolling through my DM and I saw him, and I decided to reply to him and another person. And that's how he sent me his story, and he was telling me about his fitness and stuff like that. And from that on, we keep in touch. And I always tell him to myself, Darren, do not worry. Because each time he worries or each time he's in pain, I'm worried. So I always tell him, don't worry, we're going to try and get help for you. And this is how it started up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so guys, you hear because she was the one who actually introduced us to this young man, Darren.
Mhm.
I can see that Darren is very confident even at this time. I know this time of the night he would say, I'm feeling some pain. So
Yeah,
guys,
he's always in pain. Like
I have
every time we
I,
talk, he's like,
I have
guess
I
what?
do.
And I'm like, what happened now? He would say, I don't want to tell you, I don't want your word. I said, what happened? He's in pain. That's when me start worry. I said, Jesus Christ, what am I going to do? I always start to think, if I could have just take in pain, you know what I mean? As my little friend, I always, oh my God.
so
I
guys,
wish so.
we will be from now on. As I said, we're trying to do some researches right now, Chardonnay myself. We're trying to do some researches now in order to help Darren because honestly, we would like to get him help, physical help,
Yeah.
and financially. We are asking if anybody on here, Chardonnay, as you had stated about the financial aspect of it, what was your take on that part?
as to what his medication and stuff.
Yes, because I wasn't so clear on that.
Well, I'm not cut you, but
Oh,
I was trying to make it my point of duty to at least send him the money a month time for go towards the medication. So that's my plan.
Okay.
Also, remember when I told them about the charitable start and stuff like that. So that was my take on it. So those trying to get him even the medication, get him some food and stuff to him. So that's my plan. So every month I try to make him get the medication money.
that's what we were saying, to get him
Yeah.
and food, and in the
Yeah.
meantime, we'll try to raise money to put towards when we
Oh
get.
yes, and let's address that part of it too.
Yes.
So guys, I just remember. So guys, for our movement, we're going to be having it's all virtual stuff now that's running the place. So we have decided that we're going to have some virtual concerts that's on
Uh,
Zoom,
mm,
and
Yeah.
This is towards our movement. It's towards Darren as well. But as I stated before, we are looking out for persons with disability and elderly who is really in need. You know what I mean? And this has to be background checked too as well. Let me make this clear, because we're not going to have somebody come in here and say, oh, my grandmother is sick and my grandmother need this and then we're just going to jump at it. No, it's not like that. The disability is more to be seen clearly, other than somebody else coming on here and say, look, my grandmother is old and she need help. So we're not going to just jump on stuff like that. We're going to do background checks.
That's the same thing I told them on the other night. Like, just like Auntie Donna show, where people come on, random people come and say they need help. And when she go out and do background check, they don't need no help.
That's true.
So I'm always tell him, I say, you know, make no sense to go out and try to tell life to get the help. No, regardless, down the line, somewhere down the line, we're gonna find out the truth about it.
Winifred, I think you weren't on the live earlier when I actually started the live, but I'm going to go ahead again and repeat myself. So the other night, which was Friday night, right, Chardonnay? Or Saturday? I think it was Friday night.
It was Saturday night.
Saturday night when we send in the link.
It was Saturday night.
Okay, so Saturday night, Stacy invited this young man to join our Zoom. When he came on the Zoom, whoever know Michelle well. I'm always this jovial person. I'm always smiling. I'm always vibrant and everything like that. And when he came on the Zoom, because the type of color that his skin has, I was like, "Wow, I'm find a man now."
Samari.
Just to be honest. And no, it all came down, all vibrant, all high pro, getting ready to go to a party, putting on my lashes, fixing my brows. When I heard they say this young man has a disability, I'm like, interesting. Disability. When I heard the word disability, it started melting me. Anyways, I think I put on this set of lashes first, then I put this one, and I'm like, I need to sit. When he started talking his story, it's like something touched me. I'm like, no. I had on a wig that I put on my head on, I think it was Friday evening. And I'm like, no, I'm not going nowhere. And I just take it off and fling it on the bed. I'm like, I'm finished with this. I'm not going out. And I started to listen to his story. Everybody that was on the Zoom, Darren was the only visitor over there. I said, you know what? We need to go ahead and do this a little program to help persons with disability, because that was always my dream. And some of the other members, Stacy, myself, and DJ Gamma Pen, it was a making for us to help. So we literally decided promptly right there and then to say, look, we are going to make this a movement. It was there and then we tried to come up with a name to name the movement and whatever. We know it was a movement, we wanted a name. And I, decided that we're going to do this little thing in order to, help persons with disability. And then Darren became